In a world plagued by uncertainty, a frightening event unfolded in the heart of Israel, sending shockwaves across the world. Recent events have the entire world fearful and agitated. As we witness the unfolding of ancient prophecies, we realize that something important is coming. What is happening in Israel, and what does it mean for all of us? Stick with us until the end, and you will find these answers and much more. Set foot in Israel, and you'll find yourself stepping into ruins that whisper stories of the world's oldest civilizations. This sacred ground, strategically located at the crossroads of Africa, Asia, and Europe, has been both a prize and a corridor linking east and west. From the triumphs of conquerors to turbulent conflicts, the Holy Land has witnessed the ebb and flow of humanity's destiny, with the blood-soaked soil serving as a solemn reminder of its tumultuous past. But amidst the perpetual attention among Jews and Arabs, Israel reveals a fascinating paradox. Distinct visions collide, offering a symphony of beauty and diversity. Verdant lands give way to vast expanses of arid desert, reflecting the spiritual dichotomy that surrounds this sacred land. For pilgrims throughout the ages, Israel has been the ultimate destination. Guided by the sacred scriptures, these intrepid people faced countless dangers and difficulties to walk the same paths as their ancestors. From the timeless majesty of Jerusalem to the revered Western Wall, from the holy waters of the Jordan River to the panoramic views of the Mount of Olives, each step reveals a picture of faith etching itself into the souls of those who wish to venture into the Holy Land. Israel's importance to Christianity is unparalleled as it underpins the very foundations of the faith. It's where Jesus the Messiah graced the world with his presence, delivering hope, performing miracles, and finally offering salvation. The echoes of his life, death, and resurrection echo through the annals of time, drawing countless believers to follow in his footsteps and witness the miracles of his faith materialize before their eyes. To the Jewish people, Israel represents the fulfillment of ancient promises, a land flowing with milk and honey and the sacred birthright. The heroic tales of David and Gideon come to life, and the pages of the Torah are woven into the very fabric of the land of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Israel embodies the essence of her covenant with the divine. Even Islam, in its sacred texts, recognizes the blessedness of this land. Jerusalem, the city of Israel, occupies a place of profound significance. The mosque and the Dome of the Rock are testimonies of the rich Islamic heritage that is intertwined with the historical past of the land. While interpretations may vary, the essence remains the same. Israel is a land blessed and revered by Muslims around the world. In addition to these three major religions, the Holy Land opens its arms to diverse religions and spiritualities, inviting followers to a sacred pilgrimage and forging a deeper connection to their beliefs. However, a major bone of contention between two major religions is the issue of rebuilding the Third Temple. The mystery surrounding the Third Temple has captured the imagination of scholars and believers alike, igniting debates and prophecies spanning centuries. Could this long-awaited time be closer than we think? Some argue that the biblical references to the Third Temple are symbolic, representing spiritual promises and prophecies rather than a literal architectural undertaking. They believe that the church, incarnated in Christ, has replaced the physical temple, and that Jesus' words about his resurrection represent the true restoration of the temple. However, the ancient prophecies paint a vivid picture of a future messianic age, where a righteous descendant of David will reign in Jerusalem and the Third Temple will rise once more. Throughout history, valiant attempts to rebuild the Third Temple have faced unexpected challenges. Emperor Julian of Rome granted permission in 361 AD, but frequent fires and earthquakes, including the devastating Galilee earthquake in 363 AD, thwarted the project. In subsequent centuries, power shifts and conflicts left a Temple Mount in ruins, denying Jews access to their holy site. Since the State of Israel in 1948, Jews around the world have returned to their ancestral homeland, and with their return, a powerful movement to rebuild the Third Temple has gained momentum. However, a formidable obstacle stands in their way: the iconic Dome of the Rock currently occupying the sacred Temple Mount. Despite this challenge, preparations for the Third Temple have been underway for years. Sacred objects and priestly vestments were meticulously crafted. A new generation of Levites was trained to perform the sacred rituals, and even the red heifers are now in Israel. Today, the international community rejects Israel's claims to Jerusalem, adding to the complexity of rebuilding the Third Temple. Israeli law prohibits Jewish worship on the Temple Mount, while Muslim authorities deny the existence of a temple on the site. So everything looks ready for the all-important rebuild, except for one crucial element: the land to build on. Despite various arguments, there have been significant historical discoveries assuring the location of the first and second temples on the Temple Mount. One of the main ones is the discovery of the Pool of Siloam. Renowned archaeologists embarked on an excavation near Jerusalem at the Temple Mount. Deep within the city of David, they uncovered two ancient stone steps, leading to the stunning revelation of a monumental pool from the Second Temple period. This incredible structure, measuring 225 feet long with trapezoidal corners, dates from the late 1st century BCE. The Pool of Siloam was significant during the time of Jesus, fed by the waters of the spring of Gihon, served for ritual baths, and provided a vital source of fresh water for the city's inhabitants. Some scholars even propose that it may have functioned as a Roman-style swimming pool, offering rest on hot summer days. But the story of the Pool of Siloam does not begin with Jesus. Its origins date back to the reign of King Hezekiah at the end of the 8th century BCE. Faced with an imminent Assyrian siege, Hezekiah commissioned the construction of a 1,750-foot tunnel known as Hezekiah's Tunnel to divert water from the Gihon Spring to the city. This marvel of engineering ensured the survival of Jerusalem and laid the foundation for the following pools, including the one Jesus frequented. From its destruction by Babylonian King Nebuchadnezzar in 586 BCE to its eventual demolition by Roman Emperor Titus around 70 AD, the journey of the Pool of Siloam is rich in historical significance. Its rediscovery in modern times represents a pivotal moment in biblical archaeology, providing tangible evidence for the miracles described in the Gospel of John. So how important is all this in the grand scheme of end-time events? Deep in the heart of present day, Israel is the plain of Esdraelon, a fertile valley stretching from Haifa Bay to the Jordan River. This historic battleground, also known as the Valley of Armageddon, has witnessed countless conflicts through the ages, echoing in the footsteps of Assyrians, Babylonians, Roman forces, Crusaders, and Israelis. The ancient city of Megiddo sits at the entrance to the valley, strategically positioned on a hillside. The place of troops became synonymous with the prophesied Armageddon mentioned in the book of Revelation. But before the final battle begins, important events must take place. The scattered tribes of Israel will be gathered, returning to their promised land, as prophesied by Ezekiel in Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24, and in chapter 37, verse 21. He went further to say that the land itself will be rebuilt and will flourish, flourishing like the Garden of Eden. Zechariah also prophesied that Jerusalem, the eternal city, would regain its status as the capital of the Israelites as the nation of Judah grew stronger. Meanwhile, a formidable mishmash of evil and deceit, known as the beast out of the sea, as written in Revelation 13, is gathering in a futile attempt to rebel against God's authority and rule. The Battle of Armageddon will be a multi-front conflict, engulfing the world in chaos and destruction as it unfolds. God will release his arsenal of elemental forces to show his sovereignty. Earthquakes, floods, hailstorms, landslides, plagues, forest fires, and lightning will shake the foundations of the earth, confounding God's enemies in their frenzied discord. They may even turn against each other, realizing the futility of their rebellion before the Almighty. The stage is set, the pieces are in motion, and the battle of Armageddon looms over the horizon. If you liked the video, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive new videos, and stay with God.